Hi food fans, welcome back to My Queer Kitchen, Season 2, A Look and a Cook, where the dishes and the outfits look equally delicious. We'll be catching up with friends from all over, talking about food, fashion, and whatever is feeling kind of most important and exciting to them today. And of course, eating. Our inaugural guest for A Look and a Cook is Sheldon from Season 4 of the Great Canadian Baking Show. You might have seen him crafting gravity-defying, sculptural, delicious art pieces on the show or on his Instagram, where his writing is just as beautiful as his food. We're gonna go through some dishes that feel close to us under the theme, Spring Has Sprung. Okay, food friends, let's call our friend Sheldon. So I'm going to step off camera so I don't ruin the surprise. I am also going to get myself in the Garfield shroud of secrecy so that I don't ruin the surprise of my outfit right away either. Okay, Sheldon, I am here in the Garfield shroud of secrecy to hide my outfit, and I am ready for your outfit reveal if you're game.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God!
Take all of it in. Just get into this.
Oh, you are an event!
The main event, actually.
This is an architectural feat. And also just like a sculptural work of art. How is that staying on your head?
A lot of it is just held together by hot glue and my prayers.
They are working. It looks so good.
Thank you. Show me your outfit. I wanna see. Do the grand reveal.
3, 2, 1.
Ah! Oh my gosh.
I have some carrot danglies.
Amazing.
And then this is my 24 karat harness. So like, I'm just really curious, is this something that you would wear on a regular day?
Yeah, well, you know, every day of quarantine, I get up, I select from my assortment of fascinators, and I'm like, yes, this is the one for today. No, I'm just totally kidding.
It's so nice to meet you.
Yes, so nice to meet you.
It has been like, oh my God, like such a treat to watch you shine. Something that we talked a lot about kind of in season 1 of My Queer Kitchen is about kind of like queer community and like connecting through food and stuff like that. And one of the things that I've really missed is that the kind of like pomp and circumstance and like fun of just putting together a look, like in anticipation of like hanging out with people. And getting to do like both of that with you right now is such a treat. I'm wondering if you can tell me a little bit more about your fascinator and what it means to you.
The first thing my mind leapt to was florals for spring. I've just always been like fascinated.
By fascinators?
I guess just like the like fascinator culture, you know, like British royalty and going to the horse race and so like for this like circular part, I was kind of inspired by Princess Eugenie. She wore this one to the royal wedding.
No, and it's like dynamic, like there is movement when you move.
Yeah, well, the movement is just because it's about to slide off of my head.
Would you like to introduce your dish?
The dish that I decided to make today, running with the floral theme, is kind of like this really magical Chinese pastry that is in the shape of a lotus flower. And this is what it looks like.
Oh my gosh, Sheldon. What have you done? That's edible? You can eat it?
The dish actually literally blossomed. Let me show you the before. And so this is kind of what it looks like to begin with.
Oh,
It
wow.
is kind of layers of puff pastry that is like wrapped around a coconut filling. And then once you fry them, the like petals unfurl and it turns into this.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Beautiful, right? So like really just that transformation, you know, like what spring does to all of us, coming out of our cocoons and blossoming.
It's blooming season.
Literally. You know, you cut 6 slits into it, and
Right.
as you fry, the petals unfurl. And so this one I did kind of a duotone, so there's some yellow petals inside, and it like goes into pink.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
And it's just crisp puff pastry, and inside is kind of like this sweet shredded coconut filling. So there's like this whole category of Chinese pastries called gaodian, which is like heightened dessert. And like there's also like gongting gaodian, which is kind of like desserts that they would have in the palace for like the emperor or like, you know, the courts. And this is kind of one of them, and it's a really traditional, and it kind of doesn't look like it, you know.
Is all the phyllo very crispy, like now that it has been fried?
Yeah, totally. Like the petals kind of just like snap off.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it. Why? I could taste that sound. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You can barely see anything.
Whoa.
Can you see it is a little garden?
It's so
blooming
cute.
some things.
Got some microgreenery going on. But
it's kind of like a tiny terrarium.
I love it.
One of the first dishes that we make in spring here in Nova Scotia is called hodgepodge. Mm-hmm. And it's like the earliest spring vegetables, usually simmered in cream and butter. It is like, so there's like a buttermilk, it's kind of like a tangy buttermilk panna cotta with some like sweet pea and carrot confetti. Like I just poached them in a simple syrup real quick. Uh-huh. And then usually there's like some new potatoes. So I made almost like salty sweet hickory sticks. Do you know, like
yeah,
the kind of like fried potato matchsticks? Uh-huh. So there's a whole layer of that. And then there are some bites of like maple roasted carrot, a few more peas. And then this is like black cocoa is not usually in hodgepodge, but usually you would get a biscuit. So I've used like rye flour and some black cocoa to make a soil. I don't know, just spring for me, like seeing those first bits of green, like pushing up through everything, like even on the coldest days, like it's making it happen. I don't know, it just does something to my heart every year.
Eating it is kind of an adventure, like digging through the dirt, like getting all of these elements and then discovering that like luscious panna cotta underneath.
I like eating things that make my mouth kind of confused.
It's literally a vegetable garden that you've created.
I have one other element that I want to show you guys. I just really like the soft bite of potato that you usually get in hodgepodge. So what I've done is I have made a potato, a boiled potato. I parboiled it so the outside is quite soft and delicious. And I've soaked it in like an emulsion of dill and lemon and some oil.
Whoa.
Dill is like a often really traditional kind of garnish on hodgepodge. And also I just felt like my harness needed an accompaniment. So it would get served like this.
Oh my gosh, you did not just make a ball gag out of a parboiled and infused baby potato. That is the best. That is amazing. Does it taste good?
Okay. Yeah. That was like the more experimental moment.
Uh-huh.
It did what I wanted it to, though. So should we eat our snacks?
Let's get into it.
Oh, it's so nice to eat together.
I know. I always say that like eating is the like truest form of community. You know, I feel like it's so like hardwired into like our evolution of like humans, like, you know, like around the campfire.
A toast to spring being sprung.
Yeah.
And coast to coast queers having a little snack together.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell me what is going on in your mouth.
It's It's hodgepodge, but it's really not hodgepodge.
Whoa, okay.
Thank you so much for inspiring me to take this on a sweet route because it's really fun. I'm like, yeah, crunchy, sweet, salty, creamy, like all the, oh my gosh. I heard it. Oh, my mouth watered. My mouth is watering. I can taste your bite. What's happening?
I mean, just like look at how many, I have like layers flaking off, but like it's just each petal is a crispy layer and so thin, and when you bite into it, it just like melts in your mouth. And the pastry itself is like lightly sweet, like most Chinese desserts are. You know, like sweetness is never the first note, it's more about the flavor. And the inside is just like this rich, almost a macaroon, I guess, of coconut. And it just like, there's chewiness from the coconut itself and like that amazingly rich flavor. And yeah, it's crispy, it's chewy, it's sweet.
Oh.
It's, you know, slightly greasy from being fried, but like in the most pleasant, satisfying way.
Everything
yeah, delicious.
So the coconut is like, it's like creamy, like shredded? It's like kind of macaroony?
Yeah, like a,
oh.
So it's kind of like held
together.
Oh,
thank you.
By like egg yolk and, well, the whole thing is actually the layers and like inside. So the main fat used is lard. Which is like a really common fat used in Chinese desserts. And I feel like such an underrated fat. Like, why don't we use lard anymore in like Western baking and cooking? Because it like is seen as like old timey, I guess. You know, our grandmas used lard. But
like they know best.
Right? It just makes for the most flaky pastry ever. But I guess it was like the war on fat or whatever, which we're all discovering was a big old mistake. Right? It's like full fat everything. Bring back lard.
Oh my gosh. This is crop coating. So these are, this would mean I am a carrot top.
Expressing ourselves through veggies.
Okay, Sheldon, thank you so much for creating a look and a cook and sharing them with me today.
Thank you for having me. Like, this has been just the most fun experience. Like, I just wish we could do it in person.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our inaugural episode of My Queer Kitchen Season 2, A Look and a Cook. And until next time, have fun, stay safe, and eat good snacks.